Welcome. Today I'm going to be putting together a sewer's wreath. This is inspired by something that I saw online in one of the upcycling groups that I follow. This person had taken all kinds of old sewing supplies, scissors, needles, bobbins, spools of thread, bits of old fabric, all kinds of fun things, and reused them, upcycled them into a decorative wreath. And I saw that and I thought that would be an amazing gift for my mom this Christmas. So I'm gonna give it a try. Let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is go into my sewing box where a lot of this started out. I bought this sewing box a few months ago at an antique store, and it actually already came with a bunch of things that the previous owner had left behind. Spools of thread, bobbins, this little handmade pin cushion, actually quite a few cute little handmade things. And then also over the years I've collected so many things. When an elderly relative had passed away, I had gotten a lot of her old sewing things. So there's just a lot in here, and it would be great for me to clear some of it out and use it in some sort of constructive way. So I guess first I'm going to start by picking out these really cute little wooden spools. I think these are really lovely and they will go really well in this project. Let's see if we've got some colors that would be fun to use. It's not wooden, but it's cute. Yeah, and I might pick out a few more colors to use as I go along. Let me see. Looking in here, there's this. Somebody had made this pin cushion. I don't really have any particular need for it. I've already got several pin cushions, but it's cute and it's hand embroidered. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I just bought myself, I highly recommend, if you follow a guy called Stone Kettle Station, his name is Jim Wright online. He posts some really wonderful essays, and then every once in a while he'll post products that you can buy on Etsy. I bought this seam ripper from him. I spent entirely too much for it when it came down to the kind of the postage and the customs duties and all the rest, but I absolutely love it. It's heavy. It's got these two different sizes at either end. It's really fantastic. So I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to get rid of this old plastic seam ripper that probably came from, again, probably an older relative. I see a bit of tape with a name on it. So I'm going to incorporate that. What else have I got in here? Oh, I've got a couple of tiny little screwdrivers that you can use like on sewing machines. These do not apply to my current sewing machine, so I can go ahead and reuse them. I've got, let me see, some fabric pencils. I think the ones that are still good I still want to use, but I might have a few nubs of old fabric pencils in here. God, oh gosh, there's just all sorts of random things in here, aren't there? This thing, I'm not quite sure what it is. I might incorporate it somehow. This tiny little crochet hook, I actually have a better set of crochet hooks, so I think I will go ahead and sacrifice this one. I don't think I'll use this ruler, but one thing I noticed when I put all of my sewing supplies together into one place was that I had entirely too many measuring tapes. I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 measuring tapes. No one in the world needs 9 measuring tapes, so I am going to take some of these out and reuse them for this project. Got a couple of thimbles here. I don't really use thimbles. If I ever do, I will probably use the nice heavy-duty metal one and not the pink plastic one, so I can go ahead and incorporate the pink plastic one into this project. Oh, here's a tiny little seam ripper. Might just go ahead and use all of these things. Wow, I am really getting rid of some stuff today. Here is a random piece of elastic that can probably go in as decoration. This was made as it's like a pin cushion for your wrist, so as you're going along and sewing, you can just take out pins and just stick them right in your wrist. You don't have to keep your pin cushion over to the side. I think I might still use this, so I'll go ahead and keep it for now. I'm trying to remember what's even in here. Ah, loads of safety pins, probably more than I will ever use, so I can definitely use some of these in this project. Right now, I've got a few sewing notions that I do actually use from time to time, often frequently, so I will put these back where they go. I think I did find this tiny little nub of a fabric pencil, but I think it's maybe too far gone to use for anything. Oh, I've got a random presser foot, oops, that definitely does not belong to my current sewing machine, so I think I'll go ahead and use that. Now let's move over to the other side. Got absolute heaps of these bobbins, and they actually don't go with my current sewing machine. So I'm just going to pull out a few handfuls of these and see if I can incorporate them. Because all of the bobbins that fit and are recommended for my current sewing machine are with the machine itself. So I can rest assured that anything that's in here has been inherited from some other machine. Had several machines over the years. Many of them handed down from other people that came with bobbins already full of somebody else's thread. So I am a terrible collector, it looks like, of all of these bits and bobs. Now here's some more lengths of elastic. I may take, you know, a small piece or something. These longer pieces can probably still be used in another project, but I'll take some more elastic out of here. Now this is cute. This is a little sewing kit that I got from a hotel and have never used, so I might somehow incorporate this. Oh, what else is in here? Ah, the buttons. The buttons will definitely be used. Let's see, that is a set of buttons, that's a set of hooks. But then all of these buttons could be handy. And I think what I may try to do is find a nice color palette for this project and incorporate threads and buttons that agree with that palette, and definitely incorporate some buttons that I know can never be used for anything else. My goodness, this feels really good to reach in and clear some stuff out and find a use for things. I'm finding buttons that belong to trousers that I haven't worn in years. I don't even remember what I bought these buttons for, so they're probably going on this project now. Maybe I didn't even buy those buttons. Maybe they came from someone else. Who even knows? Who even remembers? So yay, oh, I've got some, what is this, webbing, what do you call this? I can't even remember right now. Yeah, for hem work, but this actually comes in handy a lot, so I'm going to keep that. Oh, I've got a smaller piece of it here. This might not, I mean, this piece is so small, it might not find another home anywhere else, so maybe I can use this piece of it. What else have I got in here? Oh, gosh. Now these, I think, these came with this sewing box when I got it from the antique store. So they're a bunch of little fabric roses. I've got a few things like that over here. So I'll go ahead and try to find some place for them. Dig, dig, dig. Got some jewelry hooks. Oh, I've got some lengths of ribbon. Oh, and some lengths of different kinds of threads and things. I actually forgot these were in here. Yeah, lots of little colorful things that can be incorporated. And basically, we'll just we'll try and figure out a nice color palette and use what works and put back what doesn't. So here we have all of the supplies. Now I did go out and actually bought a styrofoam wreath frame. What I could do, what I would recommend to anyone else who wants to copy this project, is actually just take some old fabrics and make something like this. Like just stuff it with all the little offcuts from your old sewing projects and things, and just make it a fabric thing. But I was kind of in a hurry to get started on this because Christmas is coming up soon. So, and I wanted to see if this worked with sticking pins in it like that. Like that. So this is what I'm going to try this with. Now, to do a kind of a base layer, I've got some lace that I've got from old projects. Couple of different lengths of different kinds of lace. I've got some little crocheted flowers, fabric flowers, and paper flowers. I've got a couple of little patches that I found that I know that my mom would like. A little tiny pair of scissors, some sewing pins, all of the measuring tapes, safety pins, spools of thread, sewing notions, random little tools that I can stick in, bobbins, bits of thread, buttons, all these lovely little things that I'm just going to see as I go along what kind of works, and just build this up and see how it comes out. Okay, so now I have all of my supplies ready to go. I've set up a little glue gun on the side over here. I've got it on a little piece of cardboard to protect my nice dining table. And I'm just going to jump in and see how this goes. And if I learn some lessons along the way, I'll tell you about them. So I'll start by kind of wrapping this a few times.
Spill the wine, we're all the same. Smash the mirrors, carve the bones. Pray for snow, the birds fly low. Stay the nightmares till the dawn. there to see them fade. That familiar troubled gaze. Never mind. It doesn't matter if we spill the wine. We're all the same. Smash the mirrors, carve the bones, pray for snow. The birds fly low. Stay the nightmares till the dawn. fever should have gone by now. I'm getting sicker somehow. The fever should have gone by now. I'm getting sicker somehow. The fever should have gone by now. I'm getting sicker somehow. The fever should have gone by now. The way we lose the things we love, they're taken as we sleep. You'll never see my face again. You've killed me in my sleep. whatever you want. The first page was the color of blood. It felt good to see it for myself. I'd heard of lies before, nothing like this though. The world will forget your sins in time. Pray to this new voice inside your head when they ask you what it says. Chew the glass and swallow. Their weapons can't hurt you now. Run out of ways to say.
Okay, here is the finished product. I've used a combination of decorator wire and hot glue to bind everything here, as well as obviously with things like the pins. I just stuck them right into the styrofoam, which is why I bought the styrofoam in the first place. Yeah, and this is a sewing enthusiast's wreath. I'm gonna wrap this up and send it to my mom for Christmas. I hope she likes it. And I actually have so much left over here that I will probably make another one for myself. I hope you enjoyed this film. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Leave me a comment or any kind of question in the comment section. And I'll see you again next time.